Holy shit. The White House press secretary Caroline Leavitt was just asked about pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell, and her answer was perhaps not surprising, but still shocking. And this is, reports are coming out that Ghislaine Maxwell is seeking a commutation, and the White House is in response mode to these new emails that have tied Donald Trump to Jeffrey Epstein in a way not previously fully known, though we all kind of knew. So first, let's get to this report. Jeffrey Epstein, co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell, plans to seek commutation from Trump, whistleblower says. Ghislaine Maxwell, the co-conspirator of the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, is in the process of seeking a commutation of her 20-year prison sentence from President Donald Trump, a whistleblower has told House Democrats. The whistleblower came forward with the information to Democrats in the House Judiciary Committee and also alleges Maxwell is getting preferential treatment in prison. Quote, "I am struggling to keep it all together as it is big and there are so many attachments," Maxwell wrote in an email to her attorney. The subject line of the email reads, "commutation application." Holy shit. In a letter to Trump on Monday, House Judiciary Committee ranking member Jamie Raskin demanded the administration release information with the commutation application and called on Trump to reject her request. And as I said, the White House was asked about this, and Caroline Leavitt's answer is coming up. Quote, "You should not grant any form of clemency to this convicted and unrepentant sex offender. Your administration should not be providing her with room service, with puppies to play with federal law enforcement officials waiting on her every need, or with any special treatment or institutional privilege at all." Raskin requested the Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche appear for a public congressional hearing to discuss the revelations. According to the whistleblower, Maxwell has received what is described as concierge-style treatment at the minimum security prison camp that she was transferred to, including customized meals, permission to go to the exercise area after hours, and time to play with a puppy that was being trained by an inmate to become a service dog, among others. The whistleblower also claimed that a top official of the prison camp complained he is, quote, "sick of having to be Maxwell's bitch." Holy shit. This woman has a lot of power. Now, the question is, why would Ghislaine Maxwell be getting this special treatment? Why is Donald Trump currently calling members of Congress nonstop to get them to switch their vote? We have emails now that show that Donald Trump knew what Jeffrey Epstein was doing. Donald Trump spent much time at Jeffrey Epstein's home, and that Donald Trump knew about Jeffrey Epstein and his victims. For her part, Ghislaine Maxwell did do what she was supposed to do. She lied. Now, these emails that were released caught her in the lie, but her lie was enough to get her this special treatment. And here's a little bit about that.
Epstein files. I caught Ghislaine Maxwell in a potential lie, misleading at best, lying at worst, after today's reveal that Donald Trump was at Jeffrey Epstein's house with a survivor for hours. And this calls into question her entire interview with Todd Blanche that has given her favorable treatment at the FPC Bryant prison camp in Texas, a facility where she literally has access to a service puppy. During her interview with Blanche, this is what she said. I don't think they were close friends, or I certainly never witnessed the president in any of, I don't recall ever seeing him in his house, for instance. She's talking about Epstein's house. Read this email from Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell. I want you to realize that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Spent hours at my house with him. Has never once been mentioned. This is from April 2nd, 2011. Years later, she tells Blanche that she doesn't ever recall Trump being at Epstein's house.
And what Aaron doesn't say here is that Ghislaine responds to this from Jeffrey Epstein and says, "I've been thinking a lot about that too." So she acknowledged that what Jeffrey Epstein was saying was right. So there is some there. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene is out swinging as all these revelations come out. And here's what she had to say.
If you tune in to CNN or MSNBC any day right now, they think the whole government shutdown on the Republican side is because they don't want to do any work because they don't want to have any votes on Epstein.
Right.
What do you think?
I tell you what, I've started to question, is this why we're not in session?
Really?
Yeah. This is that the discharge petition is sitting there.
Explain that.
So everyone, for how many years now, all of us have been calling to release the Epstein files. And Thomas Massey entered a resolution to release it. Yeah. And I'm a co-sponsor. I want to release the Epstein files. And it's been blocked over and over, unfortunately. And so there's a discharge petition. So just so you know, as a member of Congress, I cannot force my bills to the floor for a vote. Only the Speaker can decide to bring a bill to the floor for a vote. And so when the Speaker is refusing to bring a bill forward, if 218 members of Congress get together and all sign a discharge petition and we put our name on there, it overrides the Speaker and it's forced to the floor for a vote. So right now there's 217 signatures. And there is one...
Mostly Dems.
Yeah, mostly Dems. There's only 4 Republicans, Thomas Massey, myself, Nancy Mace, and Lauren Boebert. We're the only Republicans on the discharge petition.
Real quick, did you hear that, audience? I'm telling you, Trump and MAGA, they're having a breakup. It's going to be over this. That's actually a really good explanation about what the discharge petition is and why it's important. And we all know, too, that later today, the 218th member of Congress who is signing on to the petition is going to be sworn in by Mike Johnson. This is all falling apart very, very quickly for Mike Johnson. And the White House knows this is bad, and they're responding to it in real time. Because Sam Stein, who is a member of the Bulwark, said, certainly open to criticism that the press should balance its story selection by it, but it's not every day that the president is shown to have known about underage girls being part of a sex ring and spent time with them. And the White House responded to this by saying, shown to have known about underage girls being part of a sex ring, 3 question marks. You're just making stuff up like you always do because you're a fake news hack. And then it goes on to say that I guess Virginia Giuffre said that Trump couldn't have been friendlier, as if that somehow negates anything else that is come out later today or has come out today. Now, Caroline Leavitt was asked about whether or not Donald Trump should get pardoned, and here's what she said.
Well, if the president is considering a pardon for Ghislaine Maxwell.
Again, he's answered this repeatedly. It's not something he's talking about or even thinking about at this moment in time. I can assure.
Not a no. Not a no. Could very easily have said, nope, no. Instead, she just didn't answer it. It's not something he's thinking about. Oh, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it, and he's likely to do it. In fact, I think it's a matter of when, not if. I think maybe after the midterms, but we'll see. Well, we're going to keep following this. If you want to follow with us here, please do hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.